biggest game of this rivalry weekend, Ohio State and Michigan. Ohio State 7.5-point favorites right now on BetMGM. Ari, you and I are both on the Buckeyes on this. I'm going to let you start things off here. Personally, I think the Buckeyes cruise.
Anybody on this podcast can give me any reason why this game's going to be close?
No.
No.
I'm with you. I'm betting Ohio State minus 7.5.
Why?
Yeah, I already did too.
I got it 6.5.
Oof.
The second it opened.
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, and my baby's been alive for almost 2 months now. Her college fund.
Yeah. Lock it in right now.
It's not that big yet, but it's a fund. No, I mean, I honestly, I covered Ohio State for 10 years. Mm-hmm. And every single year I tried to come up with a reason why, or I felt like this game would be close. And it wasn't because I was trying to, make more interesting writing or angles. Like I genuinely thought by game day that these games would be close. It's a rivalry game. It's on the road. Michigan has a very gritty team that's tough. Jim Harbaugh needs to win this to legitimize himself. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if you think about the Jim Harbaugh era, name his biggest win as a head coach, and then add to the fact that he has repeatedly failed time and time again in these situations. And Ohio State's roster is ultra talented, playing on, humming on all cylinders. They hung 49 on a team that beat Michigan. I know this is a rivalry game, but this all adds up to the same old story to me. And if Michigan loses by less than 6, I think that you could make a case that was the most impressive coaching job of Jim Harbaugh's entire tenure at Michigan. And if I lose that game, then let me be wrong. But I'm tired of trying to bend over backwards to try to, come up with the reasons why this game will be close.
Yeah, I'm totally with you on this. And I think that's a very good point that you just made there, that if they cover this spread, if Michigan covers the spread, you could make the argument that it's the most impressive job that Jim Harbaugh has done in any one single game during what has now been a pretty extended tenure at Michigan. And that really should drive you in the direction of Ohio State.
We just saw it on. It's talent.
Exactly.
That's all this is.
Exactly what I was going to say. We saw it on display last week. And, as pretty close Big Ten watchers, all of us, right? Me and Dan both live in Chicago and grew up in the heart of the Big Ten. Ari, as you said, you covered Ohio State for 10 years. So we all have had close eyes on the Big Ten for a long time now. And you just see it year in and year out with Ohio State. Sure, there's a Michigan punch up here or a Michigan State punch up there or a Wisconsin punch up here, but the talent disparity between Ohio State and everyone else, including that next tier of teams in the Big Ten, is so stark in almost every single game they play, and it is very easy to see in 90 out of every 95 Big Ten games that they play. And we saw it last week against Michigan State, a team that's had a pretty nice season. And Ohio State, it wasn't even a contest. It wasn't a contest from the word go. And Michigan, I think, is a better team. Ari, you've been making this point, right? That just because Michigan State beat Michigan doesn't make Michigan State automatically a better overall team. I think Michigan is a better team than MSU, but it's still just such a wide gap in talent between these two teams that I want to ride with the team that has that immense talent.
Can I give you this statistic? And I don't know if it's 100% factual in the sense that I've got the numbers down exactly.
Yeah.
But I think Ohio State had or has 8 or 9 top 100 players nationally in their wide receiver room, just alone, just the receivers over the course of the past few years. And not just Michigan, the rest of the Big Ten combined at every position, I think only had 13. Yep. The talent, Ohio State has more elite level talent in their receiver room than the rest of the Big Ten has in every room. And it's just there's a stark talent difference. And I've been saying this all year. Michigan, Michigan State, Penn State, they're all kind of indistinguishable to me. So I am starting to worry a little bit that this is some sort of trap that I'm not seeing. Because the spread, I thought the spread would be 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
Because the Michigan State spread was 19.5. The Purdue spread was 21. Why is this spread begin under a touchdown? It's moved to 8.5. Maybe it just was a wrong read for Vegas, but man, I just don't understand it.
Maybe there's something about, and I don't know this. This is speculation on my part, but it's Ohio State, Michigan. It's in Ann Arbor. It's the last weekend of the season. It's Thanksgiving weekend. Obviously, a lot of eyeballs. Maybe there's a lot of public money coming in on this game. I mean, maybe books feel like they can get a little bit aggressive with this one because of the public interest in this is going to be a whole lot bigger than an early November game between Ohio State and Purdue, for example.
What kind of psychopath would bet Michigan in this game? No, explain it. Like, why would you put yourself through it, even if it's the right side? Somehow, it's like betting against the Golden State Warriors in their prime. It's like, yeah, you might win the bet every now and then, but why would you want to be on the wrong side of the Avalanche?
Yeah,
you know, I don't know. Everybody and their brother is on Ohio State. I'm on Ohio State. You're on Ohio State.
Dan's on Ohio State.
That's usually a tough pill to swallow. Like if you know the entire public is on it,
right?
But give me a reason why this game isn't 48-24.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm I can pull it up. I actually have it up because me and my buddy who I do this pool with, we're going through it together and we have to pick the actual score of this. I've got 45-31 down for Michigan, for Ohio State.
Which would be a tremendously successful day for Michigan, in my opinion.
yeah, exactly. It just feels like that sort of game where it's like
10-2 with a competitive in Ohio State game.
Yeah.
If you would have said that for Harbaugh before the year, you guy would have won the Nobel Peace Prize.